If you want to get in the camera, is that
At some point, I'll come into it. I want you to focus it on you, and I can.
okay?
I'll meander my way. Say what's up.
W's. Let me do this.
If anything, I'm excited to hear your music.
For sure. Did it just go? Okay, it's live. It's loading. Make sure that is
Kind of getting behind the scene looks at the beginnings of the creator.
right. But it's super laggy down here. Like, okay, so you got.
You ever see any weird shit? I mean, you spend a lot of time out front. Like, I mean, you're seeing the front. You're seeing the people coming in. Any fucking stories?
Yeah, for sure. One day, it was nighttime. I was just chilling, like, just scrolling TikTok, and out of nowhere, a guy came here and just opened the door, like, just, like it's kind of weird that he shook it and it opened. That was kind of weird. I seen I ain't gonna lie, I seen a lot of people fall coming right there.
Oh, wow.
Like a lot of people fall, which is kind of crazy though, that people be falling right there. But the weirdest thing was that door for sure, which I told him that it might need to be fixed. But hey.
So you're talking like Alberto? Is that who his name is?
Who is that?
Alberto?
Oh yeah, Alberto. My fault.
Oh, so you said you told him to fix it? I'm like, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, I told him to fix it. I told him like, I ain't gonna lie. I want to show you because it's kind of weird because you don't necessarily like have to pull it hard for it to like open, which is kind of crazy. What?
Don't be busting it.
Oh no, for sure.
Take your word for you're gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Unless he fixed it.
Yeah.
Cause like,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
Like, that's not that's like as you can see right here, it's been like somebody snatched it.
Yep. And
I didn't know like when it first happened, but when it came and did it, I was like so scared. I ain't gonna lie. I was scared. I'm gonna be honest, cause I didn't know what was happening. Like how did that happen?
I've seen it with my eyes now.
Right, it was kind of weird.
So it's kind of like if you know, you know now.
Right. So like people would sit down here and not know like people like come here at nighttime, open the door and sleep here. Like
where, like in the living room?
Yes.
When did they leave?
Morning.
But like I usually get out of here, 7 a.m. every day, so they're not leave before that. I've never seen somebody sleep at, and I probably, depending on how they look, like if they were just in regular clothes, I wouldn't say anything. But like if they were like in like whole clothes and like smelled like urine or something like that, I'd probably say something at that point.
Yeah.
But I can't say that I've seen anybody sleeping here at 7. I guess that they might have left earlier, but you're here late seeing that. Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Yo, what's up? No, it was kind of weird for me because I'm telling you, like, I'm tired, but I'm not that tired because, like, it's late, it's like around 3 o'clock, but I ain't gonna lie, I smoke weed, so I'm kind of high. Mm-hmm. So I'm just down here chilling, and out of nowhere, guy come in, grab the door, boom. And he's a homeless guy, and he had a mask on, so I really couldn't see his face. So it was like, damn, I'm finna get robbed. No, like what's finna happen? I don't know what was finna happen.
Was he kind of stumbling, or was he like able to walk around just fine?
No, he was walking fine.
Is he more dangerous? Because a stumbling guy, I feel like you have a chance. If he's if he can't, because I've seen people come here with the walkers. Yeah. So they're, even if they do have a problem with you, at the end of the day, you're gonna be able to either get away from the situation or handle it. Yeah. Because they can barely move around.
Like this was tall, strong guy.
And he decided to come into the living room, or where did he end up going?
He came right there and just sat. I didn't say nothing. Didn't want to say nothing. I promise you, I didn't want to say nothing to him because, like, all right, if I say something, then he might, you feel me, want to start something with me. Like, all right, why are you talking to me?
He sat right there on the couch.
Yeah. No,
Can I ask when this happened?
I'm gonna be honest. This happened often. Like you wouldn't know how often this happens.
What the fuck?
Right? Like it happened often.
The doo-doo on the door.
Yes, and it's crazy that so many people know it's like that.
I feel now more not greater than learning this, but it's the truth.
It's like you don't feel like secured, like you don't have enough security. Feel me? Like yeah, we got the like the
So
love.
you want to hear a story?
Yeah.
So where I live down the hall over there, the next door neighbor,
Yeah.
she had told me that the previous tenant had climbed in through her window several times to like either steal her things or do something.
Yeah.
And she had to call the cops, and I think what they ended up saying they were gonna do was like put some bars there or whatever, but I don't know what ended the situation. Likely it's over now, but to have someone going through her window 5 times.
5 times.
5 times.
Wait. Is she on this side, right?
On that side.
And how they like they climbed?
It's they're like an incline, and it's a different situation.
Right.
It's not really like 2 stories up. It's more of like, you know, me trying to climb through like this window. It's not like
Yeah.
I mean, it's doable.
I'm gonna be honest. I would have left. I would have been moved.
Yeah, it's
I'm
definitely
gonna be honest.
grounds. Like they can't say shit if you try to like leave the lease, but like
Yeah.
there's a reason you move here in the first place. That obviously the location or just yeah.
But nah, 6 to 5 times somebody breaking in and you stay there. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I promise you, I couldn't do it. I was have to leave. I was gonna have to like get something for like any protection, cause like
I mean, I try. Yeah.
it's
try not
weird.
to be violent. I would not want things to get to that. Like
For sure.
you know, when the fire alarm goes off, I go out my car.
Those are loud,
I can't believe people stay in there in that.
right?
Some people, because you know, there's like got to be more than like the 5. Like you'll go out, see maybe 7 people out, and you're like, there's got to be more than 7 people in the whole building.
Yeah.
And only 7 people fucking walked out of here.
Sometimes I'll be doing that. It's because, right? It's because like sometimes it normally just don't be like fires. It's just like people are bad at cooking. So
Really? Alberto always says it's like someone smoking in the elevator that triggers it.
something, cause like I'll be burning sage, and the sage have like made the alarm go off, and it wasn't a fire, but it alerted everyone.
The
Like
cause?
it alerted
You gotta
everyone.
repent.
Hmm?
You gotta repent for your crimes.
Right? I'm sorry.
You gotta do something nice to the world. The fact that you
I'm
caused
sorry.
the fire alarm to go off in this whole building.
Right? But it's like, all right. If just me using the sage caused like everyone to go outside, then it's like, all right, somebody had to be doing something similar, right? And it's like, all right, then it make me not like, all right, it made me not want to go outside, like, because they could have just burnt something and the smell just got in the air, and it's not really a fire. But at the same time, you really don't want to chance that.
I never chance it. Every time it's ever gone off, I've gone out, and it sucks. Like when it's cold, and you gotta put the coat on and everything like that.
Yeah.
I just go out to the car. I don't know if you have a car, so that makes it a different situation. So it's like you're standing out there versus me. I know I'm going to a car where it's like, God forbid the building blows up, then I'm driving out of here.
Yeah.
But that is a different situation. I understand.
You don't get scared like with the stoves, like the electronics, like
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I will use the stove, but when I don't use it, I literally actually turn I have access to the electrical panel.
Right.
So I turn it off, not because of any other, like, I'm worried about it. I have a little bit of autism, so like different certain sounds will like really bother my head.
Yeah.
So like the buzzing of the electricity coming out of the stove bothers me. So when I'm not using it, I just turn it off so I don't hear it. And it doesn't connect to like the lights. Lights can still work. It's just specifically the stove gets turned off. And honestly, if I could get rid of like the fridge sound, I would, but I need the fridge to keep the stuff in there cool.
Yeah.
So I don't turn the fridge off.
I'll be scared it's gonna blow up. I'm gonna be honest. Just using it, like just not. I won't say like the odds of like electrical stove blowing up over the odds of a gas stove blowing up. Both of them are still scary.
Yeah.
Cause it's like with the electrical, number one is no gas, so it's just pure heated iron, like pure heated iron, and everything around it is metal too, right?
Right.
So if you like constantly use this, like
And
sooner
if you
or
forget, you just put your hand on it, boop.
like fucking up your hand like that, crazy.
I like the little warning that says the hot stove. So I don't use it that much. And I wanted to add a point I actually just thought of as we're freaking ourselves out here talking about the doot. Now we got strangers in here into 5 break-ins. But
Right.
to the positive note of a personal anecdote, and that's not the whole building's not your life. It's just
Yeah.
I've left my car unlocked on accident before
Yeah.
and come back and stuff wasn't gone. Like overnight, come back and it's like, and I'm like, all right, great, it's sold. I've woken up one morning and went to my door and realized I closed the door, but I didn't lock it. Like I'd kind of like
Yeah.
not done that, and nobody come in, and that was like a good thing that like obviously no one was trying to mess with it throughout that time period.
Right.
So it's like there are certain situations that I've gone through that, even if it was accessible, it wasn't. No one was trying to access it, which was cool.
That's what's good about this area, right? There's not a lot of like thieving going around. But one thing I would say, if something was like that to happen,
Is the thing,
yeah. One thing I would say about that, you should get like they have like a little bar that you can put in the wheel. So if somebody was to get in your car, they won't be able to actually turn the wheel.
For sure. I mean, there's gotta. I mean, I'm probably too lazy to do that. I'll just be straight up. I'm too lazy to do that.
I feel like, hey, and that's honest, right?
Yeah.
That's honest. But one thing I will say about this like neighborhood in particular, bro. Like I don't know, I came from the trenches, so me moving over here is like a different experience.
Okay.
Like from where I used to live and where I live right now. Where I used to live, it was bad. When I came over here, honestly, it's kind of racist.
Oh wow.
Which is like it's cool. Like racism not cool, but racist, right?
The more you know.
Right, being racist is not cool, but at the same time, it is like building character for me.
Okay.
Like to learn to be patient with people. So it's like yeah, I go in these stores and people think I would steal, but me knowing that builds like a different thought when I go into different stores. So now that I don't feel like as nervous going into like a store that's like mixed with different lighter shades than what I am, I don't feel nervous no more. Cause like I know I'm not finna steal, and if I'm thinking they thinking I'm finna steal, which is a bad thought, I'm cool with that now. Cause like I don't have to worry in particular. Cause where I grew up it was pure black people.
Okay.
Like no other races, no other race. But when I came over here, I experienced like the different type of how people talk different over here, people dress different over here. It's like everything over here is completely different from over there. And I'm not gonna lie, past the racism, everything else top tier. Keep it real.
I might have a tough one to ask you then.
Huh?
So I don't consider myself to be racist.
Yeah.
But in terms of keeping it honesty with you, I find racist jokes very, very hilarious.
No, me
And
too.
so I wonder,
Me
is that
too.
something I should change, something I should maintain, something I don't talk about, do talk about? Where does that fall in the scheme of someone that's coming from a place of all black people, coming from a place of now going into a new place and experiencing and saying that there is racism that you're going through?
I say keep cracking racist jokes.
Wow.
And don't lie. Cause right now in the way the world is, we have to laugh. Feel me?
Okay.
Too much depression. Feel me?
I don't want you to feel like you have to answer that for me or give me. I just wanted what you felt about it.
Yeah. Plus, like if you're funny, then everybody will laugh at it, right?
Yeah, I'm not really. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not saying it to black guys. I'm saying it to other white and Mexican guys that are laughing along with me, type stuff.
How do you feel about the N word? Like someone saying like the N word that's not black. Like how do you feel about that?
Like the real answer is like to me, it's like a funny thing.
Yeah.
Like it's not used. We don't like none of the people that I would joke around with it would like go to a black person and call them that or use that as an insult to like really involve it in the conversation.
Yeah.
It's used exclusively outside of that, like in jokes and stuff. I'd say.
I'm gonna be real. I don't care who says the N word.
Okay.
Because when like you think about it, we use it more than anybody.
Yeah.
else,
Yeah.
Right. And then you gotta realize the world, we have to make everything in a laughing matter. Because if we don't, I promise you, if we don't, the wars that we thinking that's going to happen, it's going to be much worse. It's going to be much worse. And yeah, racism is a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. But if we can all come together and like build a world where we all work together and not have nothing separated, where everybody get to eat, everyone have shelter, everyone have clothes, like the equal amount of everything, the world would be so much better, and we would build something better than Babylon, or whatever they were saying like it was used to be back then. But the way people are right now, it's not gonna happen. That's why we have to learn how to get along with each other and laugh
Well,
at
what's the gap right now, I guess, between getting to that better than Babylon, between where we're at now? Where's the gap right now? What's the current gap?
um, like what's the reason it's a gap?
Not about a reason, but just what is the difference between that place and where we are now?
Oh, the government, I guess.
Government shut down right now.
Right.
Okay.
I would say really the people have a lack of knowledge.
Okay.
Like people really not understanding what's really going on.
And what do you do to the people that are offered the knowledge, offered places like public libraries with access to resources and information, and people still choose to they have a preference for, let's say, smoking weed all day and playing video games and not wanting to
Yeah,
find out knowledge?
it's life. You only have one life, right? Why do you want to live and work forever, right? Yeah, stuff that need to be done for sure.
Okay.
For us to progress as human beings, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's stuff like houses need to be built, water needs to be clean,
Water does need to be clean.
right?
I agree.
People have to actually work and do that, right?
I
Right.
see a scary future where it's like someone growing up here in America in the 80s had easier access to housing when it came to finding a job, like doing this path of you're told to, let's say, go to college, like an American type of style, like go to college, you get a job, and then you'll be able to afford a house. And it's like the percentage of people within the possibility to do that now is a lot less slimmer because of the housing prices in relativity to, like, let's say, wage increase.
Yeah.
So to my knowledge, the prices of houses have increased at a rate higher than the wages have increased.
Correct.
So it's like you have to be in the top 5% to be able to afford a house, rather than the top 50% could have afforded a house in the 80s. And so it like stacks the odds against people, and I feel like that creates stigma for people that might live at home still. And it's not like it's easier back then, I say, to move out, and there's different challenges that they face that we don't have to face, that we have advantages now with technology. But I just think it's specifically in the regards of housing, there are different, more stacked against it than it was in the past.
I honestly agree. I just feel like it shouldn't be people above anybody else. I don't think it should be a thing called rich or poor.
Ooh.
Even if somebody is a bum, that don't mean they don't deserve to eat, or don't deserve clean water or good clothes. Like, just because they smoke weed or they lay down all day, I mean, it's life, right? We really don't even know how we got here. we really just making assumptions. Like we really don't know. And
there's nobody here that was 300 years old. There's evidence of life before 300.
Right.
I'm saying we're all using information passed down to us rather than experienced information.
And when it comes to information getting passed down, some of that
it's like a telephone game when you tell someone something and it gets.
Wow, it's, if you really think about it, bro, they told us we like on a spinning ball. Like, it get to a point where you like, all right, it's time to use common sense, right? It's time to use common sense. If we are on a spinning ball in outer space, spinning 3 different times at 3 different speeds, possibly be the only human creatures, possibly or possibly not. Why are we working until we die?
Well, do you believe in a soul?
Of course.
Okay.
That's what attach you. That's what attach whatever that's possessing this physical body. That's what attach the physical body to whatever that's possessing this body. So so-called your spirit. You have a spirit. Your spirit take over this physical body, and then what connect your emotion to the physical body is your soul. Right. That's why people say I feel it in my soul and not my spirit, right? Because the way you see at the physical body is through the spirit, and what gives you emotions is the soul. So when I say the rich and poor, I feel like some people just don't like seeing other people thrive more than them, and which is kind of weird because I look like you look like me. Regardless, if we are different skin colors, we just a different type of human being, right? And me knowing that will not
I
want
don't
me
think
to,
any two humans are the same. Like
right?
every single person has got a difference, and even
Me
twins want different
me
things.
knowing that okay, even though you look different than me,
Okay.
different size, different skin color, I don't want to see you fail in no way possible. Don't want to see you die. I don't want to see you not eat. You feel me? I don't want to
I
see
got
none
a
of
thing
that.
for that of like I feel like I have tried to repent for and fix my thoughts in ways where it's like I have this jealousy tendency where it's like if I'm having relationship struggles with my girlfriend and I hear one of my friends is having a problem with his girlfriend, like I get either excited or I'm like, okay, then it's not so bad for me because everyone else is going through it, and I find comfort in that when it's
Yeah.
like, why am I getting happier over someone else's dismay? I should want the best for them, and I want them to have a good relationship, want them to have good finances. Where it's like, why do I feel better when I find out I'm making more than this person, even if it's a stranger on the internet or if it is someone I know? So it's like I do want to correct those ways about my thoughts and my feelings
Yeah.
that I feel like I either need to apologize more for or take active change in the ways I think that I'm like I don't feel good about these thoughts that I have. They're like I feel like maybe they're my first reaction type stuff where it's like they don't come out in the ways that I act, so to speak, but I feel like subconsciously they might.
I just honestly, I will. I feel like it's two ways you can look at that. The first way is just human nature. You feel me? Seeing someone doing better to you can make you jealous, but at the same time, can make you want to work harder. So I would say that just human nature. And the second thing is we've been taught to think that way.
I've been
Um,
taught a lot of things.
Taught to when somebody's doing better to you, you've been taught to like outdo them. Like we living in a world of competition.
We do, yes.
They say the United States built off business, and that would explain why the people in the United States are the way they are.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
Different cultures have different
yeah,
uh, ways of life for sure.
yeah, and honestly, it's up to us if we want to change that or stay the same. Cause, regardless, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's gonna be a color war, like
Oh God,
a color war
I don't
soon.
think that, but I hear you. I'll listen to you.
Right, I feel like it's going to be a color war soon, which I don't want. I feel like we all should like just come together as human. But the way it's looking,
I hope there's not a color war.
I hope not either, right? But the way the stuff that the government is doing is like it's trying to separate us, like in a way where we fight each other and not fight them, right?
Okay.
Which they've been doing for like the longest, right?
Yeah.
Even back to like slavery and stuff like that, it's always been about separation. And they taught us that the government, Democrat, Republicans are separate two different teams. I believe they work together.
Ooh.
So it's just a mind game that people gotta realize that they're playing. But they don't realize like this simulation world, whatever you wanna call it, it's a game, and either you fail at the game or you thrive. But they taught us that's the only way to play, and it's not. The best way to play is come as a community. But it's like I'm repeating the same thing, but it's like if they take away one thing, knowing this race going like they gonna thrive better than the other race, of course the other race gonna get jealous and want to fight the other race. And this is the thing that they doing for us to fight each other.
Okay.
And they so called say oh, the people that's in control is white people, right? The people that's doing all this, the higher ups is white people. And you gotta think about it. If that was true, no white person would be poor, right? And everybody's poor. You see all different type of colored people poor, and once people just realize that, everybody will come together. And I promise you, the land that's not being used will be used. You feel me? The water that we
there is created scarcities, like in like to the diamond market. They don't want to just release every diamond and everyone can have a diamond because then no one would want it.
Yeah.
When like I collect Pokemon cards and it's like if there's a rare card and someone says like, okay, if they just printed more, it makes that rare card less valuable.
Yeah.
And so the scarcity creates this value that it's like there's both ends of the spectrum are desiring it, that scarcity. People selling want it to be scarce, and if you're an investor, the people buying it want to create it of scarcity. And there's certain things that like fresh water, you need to. It's like you would want it to be available.
Yeah.
And it's like if that became scarce, that becomes a problem. And in some ways, it is. We can't fuck around with that, and we're gonna run out of oil at some points. All right, crazy new question for you.
Okay.
Is poverty bad?
Is poverty bad?
Is being poor a problem?
Is being poor a problem? Yes. Being poor is a problem. Cause why is people eating and other people are not? Right?
Is it that what it comes down to? Just eating?
No.
I'm curious, like one could argue the life of someone even lower class today, is it in a better standard than
Let
a
me
person?
grab some water.
Go for it.
I'm loving this conversation.
No worries, man. Get some water. Get the stream alive.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
I don't even know if we got 1, 2. I can't really read that close, but 0.
It's 2 people in here.
Yeah.
Okay. I got 2 new followers.
They just followed?
Yeah.
Look at that.
42 likes, 67.
42 likes.
Yeah.
On this stream.
Yeah.
So 42 different people liked this conversation.
Correct.
Rock and roll.
Right? Okay. It's not about just the food. It's just people having something that other people don't have. Right? So like, can you ask the question again? My bad.
Is poverty bad? Is being poor bad?
It's a bad thing.
Because I wanted to add to that bonus caveat to that is like, would someone of life, I'm not talking someone like on the street homeless, but I'm saying let's just say someone struggling with like an Amazon job or someone struggling with like just a low income job these days, so is their life easier than someone that was, a peasant in the 1500s, a peasant in the Middle Ages? Like comparatively, like the disease, the access to health care, the access to clean water, there was no, like they were pooping in the streets type stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and is it because they're not comparing themselves to history, they're just comparing themselves to what they see?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, the way you put it like that, honestly, I just feel like poverty is bad in general. Like, I feel like everybody should have the same thing. And then it goes down to, like, population. They say it's, like, it's overpopulated. The world is overpopulated, so-called have to eliminate some people. The poor people that's not producing, that's not making enough money or not doing as well, so they have to exile them, which is kind of crazy, right? But the part where it's like overpopulated, which causes poverty, because we in an area where there's so many people packed in one spot, right? But if we was like spread it out throughout the entire United States and not just like packed in one city,
okay,
it wouldn't be poverty. You know why? Because people would have their own communities, and they would be able to thrive within their communities. Not everybody is in a city that's part of a community, so which caused the poverty part. What I'm thinking is, because like we live in.
They'll listen if you told a group of people to leave Chicago and to move into the middle of Missouri?
If it meant them not being homeless and having free like sources, of course.
That's right. Yeah.
I think they will, because like it's so much space in Illinois alone that's not being used.
Would they change their lifestyle to do something like that? Let's say a town in Missouri is low on population. They've been losing people.
Yeah.
And so as to create an incentive, they'll say, we'll give you housing.
Yeah.
And we'll give like obviously water and food and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we want you to work on the farms.
Mm-hmm.
Would the people leave their homeless lifestyle here if given a free bus ride to the middle of Missouri? Would they do that?
Honestly, no. They will not change their ways. And
so how can the Missouri town afford to do that when, like, how can they get the food to give to them if there is no supply?
Right.
Cultivated, I guess, without the labor.
Right. So No, they will not change their ways.
Okay.
Correct. And I don't think that's the problem. Like I said, this life, if they want to lay up all day, drink all day, by all means. I don't think just because you worked, right, that don't mean you get everything. Yes, you work for it. Of course, you work for it, so you meant to have it. But me, just this is me as a person.
You feel free, yeah. There's no essay on this. There's no grade.
Right. This me as a person. If I see someone that's homeless and I have it, I would give it to them. Correct. That thought process right there will save the world and cause a lot of cause poverty not to be. I don't think just because the way someone lived their lifestyle.
My fear is that the take doesn't end. If your give is endless, their take is endless.
That's
and
the
it will
point.
run out. I think what you have to give. So it's like you can't give someone water from an empty cup.
Correct.
And so if you're working to fill up your cup and as you drink that, and you might have a reservoir and you say like you have access, so if you have like overflowing water, you're willing to give them that. But if they continuously take and they do not create supply, let's say there's one cup and there's two of you and you guys are both bringing buckets to the well, right? To the cup. If they're not bringing in bucket and they're only taking from that bucket, or taking from the cup with their bucket, it's like, how is that sustainable, I guess? I'm not saying the right or wrong of like giving and taking. I'm asking about the sustainability of it.
Because we're a family. We all humans. We don't know that's the point. We really don't know what's going on. So I would think we will all stick together.
Can I pose a crazy one then?
Yeah.
Then I feel like that rate you to become a slave to the homeless person then. Because you would work for the water.
You would work for them, right?
And they would take the water.
Correct.
And they would give you nothing.
And that's
in that mindset, if they choose to give you nothing, and you're saying they won't change their ways.
Yeah, some will not change their ways. Some will take more than others and not giving nothing.
What's the mindset of that person, if you have any insight to that?
Oh, a lost soul.
A lost soul.
Person just that don't know what's really going on, and the only thing they do know is what the things that they do. And I don't think, the way we live in we live by working, earning money for it. That's how we live. But I don't think that really should be the way no more. I think just because we're on a floating ball going nowhere, that we should honestly stick together, and because sooner or later everyone would die.
I absolutely believe in cooperation in the sense that you have a backpack and I don't have a backpack.
Yeah.
I don't think that I should go take your backpack away from you.
Correct.
So
I agree.
I don't want that to happen.
And that's why we help each other.
I'm perfectly fine with me asking hey, can I have a backpack? And you're like, oh, I've got two. Here, I have my other backpack.
Yeah.
And now I've got a backpack. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
There is some type of agreements there. So it's I'm scared of the people that will take your backpack and keep taking your backpack, and you have no backpack.
Right. That's why we make backpacks for everyone.
Okay.
Even if there is limited resources to make backpacks, you feel me?
Yeah.
You just make another different type of backpack.
Make backpacks for everyone. There's an argument there.
Right.
I'm not saying it's not. If everyone had a backpack,
feel
why would I steal your backpack, right?
I feel like it's more than enough resources on this planet for everyone to eat. It just some people like having more than others. Instead of like I said, we're a family. Instead of just spreading it, even if it's people just not working, just not doing nothing at all. I don't want to see them starve and die from not eating. Right?
Are they doing that to themselves? I'm not saying you're almost saying other people are choosing for them to starve when it's they themselves are choosing to starve.
Correct. And that's why they need the help.
Okay, but if they are given, let's say $50, and they choose to spend, and this is a hypothetical person, we don't know these people, they choose to spend that money on crack instead of food.
Right.
And you're saying they're starving, we need to help them, and you just give them $50 and they spent it on crack instead of food.
Yep.
Where's the disconnect there in terms of like they're choosing that choice?
Because they are lost soul. And what they know is what they do, so they're going to keep doing it. And that's why you have to help them.
Or I'm asking, how do you help them? Because, like, if you could tell me that, oh, you give them a banana instead of $1, and now they've got the banana, they don't have a choice to do that. It's like now you're telling them how to live their life.
No, I don't think you should do that either. I just think let people be and just feed them just because we the same. Like look at every other animal, they do that. We the only one. We the only animal that don't do that.
I think there's a lot of cooperation in the human race relative to the animal world.
No, yeah, it's a lot of cooperation.
Because I don't think people with disabilities, like animals with disabilities, like if you were a lion with a broken leg, you'd be a dead lion. If you're a human with a broken leg, there's ways to live.
And that's what makes us different, right? Because look, right, in the animal kingdom is a lot of cooperation, but when it comes to like being a prey or a predator, yes, if you fucked up, you're dead.
Okay.
For sure. You fuck up your leg, you're dead. But that's what makes us different. We have a spirit and a soul, so we able to. Not saying they don't feel emotions, but humans is different.
We have empathy.
We like.
I acknowledge we have empathy.
We is 100% different. Even though we are a type of animal, we is the animal that God chose. God chose us for a reason, correct? Even though we don't speak the same frequency as all these other animals and stuff like that, but it's so many of us.
You feel like that? There's so many of us?
Yeah.
What makes you feel like that? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm asking you about what impression comes to you that's just like you feel overwhelmed with the amount of people.
The ego.
People's ego? Whose ego?
Everyone.
Where are you? I'm asking where you're getting it from. What made you see? What you see that made you feel that way?
Oh, money. Higher, lower people with poor people, rich people. That's what made me think like the ego part.
What did the rich people do that made you feel that way? Like I'm asking like a story, or did you see something like? What's the evidence?
Living in mansions when you don't need that many rooms.
So the idea of the existence of mansions.
Okay.
That there is an excess of rooms, that someone lives in a space, that there's an excess of rooms that they could feasibly house themselves in. That they have 5 rooms and there's only 3 people or something like that.
Which is cool. I just think everybody deserves a house no matter what they choose to do with their life.
Okay.
Like I said, it's a lot of us. And it's so many of us that it's different colors of us.
I feel like maybe that's like a Habitats for Humanity type thing where you would be able to build houses and stuff.
Yeah, and
that would accomplish some of that.
It's people that know how to grow food, clean water. Okay. Those are people that should do it. If they know how to do it, they should do it. They should do it just because they know how to do it and it will help other people.
The people do that for sure.
Right? And not look for something in return because you have a good soul.
Okay. But what if they're looking to feed themselves? Like that, they go to their construction job to build a house. They go to their farming job to farm organic plants. And then they sell those crops at the market and they use that money to buy electricity for their house. Like, that is something, there is some type of expectation of return for the labor.
Yeah. And I kind of hate to say this, but if like the way the world is right now, obvious like the people that actually work and do the stuff, which I think, okay, I'm gonna say it like this.
Yeah, say it.
Okay, so if the world was like this, if everyone did what was supposed to be done for free, right? For free, we would thrive. And the people that don't do it would kind of be eliminated because the mindset of everyone doing stuff for free would take over. Even if they don't even though they don't want to do nothing at all, we still should get
I agree. If every person mindset instantaneously became, I'm going to do everything for free, their world would work in a different way.
Correct.
I do agree that way.
Yeah.
I'm not sure of the feasibility of like how to accomplish it.
Yeah. I think it's just division. Just us talking about it right now.
I think one of the biggest messages ever spread in human history was the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, and um, lots of lessons were taught throughout his life, and we can act in ways that um, replicate the ways he chose to live and the ways he's trying to teach us to live.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of community that comes with that, and the greatest of the laws is being, love your neighbor as yourself, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if something as big as that, and I don't know how to put this, of like, still couldn't, it's not like it's not done yet, because life is ever changing and there's still more life led to be had by billions of people.
Yep.
It's a constant framework of time marches on. So I'm saying that obviously inspired the world.
Yeah.
Is that something like you would need to happen for this, or is it just start with one person, or it's like by your actions could it make this change? Is it, because I feel like if I pick up trash on the floor and throw it out, like if someone sees me, they might do that again, and it kind of like cascades into it a little bit.
Yeah.
So I have some belief in that there is like, okay, I can do this in a way that is seen as better, or I can do this in a kinder way, or I can do good this way, and that will ripple effect. I almost wonder if it's a naive to think that will fundamentally change the universe, though. I
agree. I do agree, and yes, that's what I'm talking about is a hard thing.
Okay.
It is like a fart catch, which I'm saying it's a fart catch, but it's not. It's not a fart catch, because you might do it. Other people might not do it. I don't think that's the part that matters. It's just, bruh, like okay. Say like the Jesus part. I believe everyone is God.
I have. There's thoughts of that.
Yeah.
I've genuinely thought about that. Of just like,
Yeah.
If that was Jesus, how would you treat him? You're onto something there. You're not crazy. You're not crazy.
I feel
You're
like
absolutely not crazy.
I feel like we was one link consciousness.
Whoa. Okay. I haven't been able to get to there yet.
Yeah.
You had me in the last part. I haven't been able to get to there yet.
That's why I say.
I do think, like me, I believe we're two different individual souls, but then it's like one link consciousness past. I don't know about that.
That's what I'm saying. We all God. Everything is God.
Everything is God. That, yes, I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
Where it's like there's thoughts of that as well.
Right. That's why I say everything is God. Everyone is God. We were one linked consciousness.
Like I can get on board with like the universe is God. Like God is everything. I can get on board with that.
Somehow we got disconnected from each other, which causes us to kill, hate, be
There
jealous.
is killing. That's a super scary part.
Of each other.
There is killing and there is separation. I don't.
And that's where it gets to like everyone working together, doing stuff for free, because we were a linked consciousness. Everybody thought on the same wavelength, same wave path, but somehow it got disconnected, and what's caused us to have poor and rich people.
Okay. I believe a fulfilling life can be lived on many scales of life.
Because it's been it happened
There's a
before.
challenge.
It's been like what I'm saying.
How about this? Like, okay, you can take this as a self thing, but it's like when you came to this building, when other people come to this building, it is considered a no smoking building.
Correct.
And people will still smoke cigarettes, and you yourself will say you smoke. I don't know if it's with the pen, which isn't as much as like with the flower. So I'm not sure of your situation.
Yeah.
And people will still do that.
Correct.
It creates a problem for the environment. It smells smoky when you walk in here and you go in there, and it's like, are they that addicted that they can't stop, or it's like a disregard for the rules? What is your take on that?
Probably they're addicted that they can't stop, and that's where we kind of like spread out, because people that want to do that, stick with the people that want to do that. People that don't want to do that, stick with the people that don't do that.
Because I don't like going onto the train, and then it's a no smoking, the green line, right?
Yeah.
And it's no smoking, and then someone smokes in there, and it makes the air quality very, very bad in the car, and I feel like I want to like leave the car and go to a different train car when that happens.
Say it again. The last part.
Leave the car and go to a different train car, and it's like get up from my seat and try and find a different one, even though I've already found a spot. And it's like it ruins that train ride experience. And I'm not saying I've never smoked in my life. Like I've smoked joints before in places, and it's just that's something I became a habit of mine. But it's like in public spaces specifically, like there's kids in the car that are getting exposed to this smoke and stuff, and it's I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan that they. And I can argue like, okay, I've gone against green line policy as well by like hopping over the rails, and I've done that. I've done that several times. I feel like and it's like, well, my sin's not as bad as your sin type stuff, and like my excuse would be that like me hopping the rail doesn't hurt other people, whereas smoking on the train hurts other people.
Yeah.
And it's hypocritical to say that, but I do have to question about why people still smoke on the train. In a no smoking car.
That disregards the rules.
So how does someone get to that point though? Because like I do definitely feel like with consequences comes change.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting at, where it's like I do believe that like if you got your hands cut off if you were caught smoking on the train, that it would stop the problem. I don't think that should be what happened.
Yeah.
But it's like, is that what it takes to create change in this world? Is what I'm asking.
No.
Okay.
I don't believe that like consequences like that is crazy. But
like, I would never smoke on a train. I would never hop. If let's change it from smoking to hopping the turnstile. Like, I've done it, and I would continue to do it because there's no consequences. I don't go to jail. I don't get a fine. No one's stopping me, and I'm not hurting anybody. Mm-hmm. It's like I feel like there would be moral stopping. Like if no one ever caught me kicking kids, morally, I would feel problems with that, even if I got away with it. Whereas like I don't feel a moral problem with the topping the rail. Yeah. And then so I'm not talking about a moral issue. I'm talking about a lack of consequences issue. Yeah. So it's like, well, it could be a solution. There will never be one. Will there forever in the rest of history be smoking on the green line?
Honestly, I do think it would change.
Okay. Before or after the race war?
That's where it gets to. But at the same time, time repeats itself.
It does. Yes. Yeah.
It repeats itself. At one point, everybody was working together. What? Now we at the point where no one's working together.
What, during World War II?
This is stuff they taught us in school. It goes back to the telephone.
You were taught what your government lets you be taught.
Right. So
and it's very convenient that every war, the good guy always won, right?
Yeah. Information is weird. But I would say that at one point everyone had to be working together in order for it to go all bad. It had to be good at one point in order to go bad, right? Because you can't have good without bad. You just can't start it off as bad.
Well, I guess you can't have plane crashes if the plane can't fly.
Correct, right? So at one point, everybody was working together. Just some happened where everybody disconnected and went about the independent route and just believing in their family and not thinking as the human race as us just being humans is one family. And that's what caused the domino effect, people doing a whole bunch of weird shit, which caused people to, they doing this, they don't want to leave.
I think not every person wants the same things.
The mass majority believe in this way, so if the mass majority thinking this way, we're going to create a rule for people that's not thinking this way, for them to abide by those rules.
Yes.
Correct? But that don't mean they're going to stop doing it, right? That don't mean they're going to stop doing it. And most people do drugs because experiences they had. People smoke because they can't eat. People smoke because they depressed.
I did
People,
weed gummies for a year,
yeah,
and I was heavily into it in the beginning, between like January to March, and then I got a girlfriend that wasn't into it, so I stopped for her, and I
yeah,
got off of it. In the contrast, the drinking went up, but it had never became like a like. There are days where I don't drink, right?
yeah.
But it's like some people can't stop some things, but I had enough reason to, and some people don't have those reasons, and I definitely don't want to pose things as, oh, I'm doing things the right way versus these are just the things that I am doing.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe that I'm doing everything right.
Yeah, I don't believe.
I'm trying. I have like efforts and ambition to follow Christ and to live a life like Christ.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but on some level, I'm not. I'm not ready to die. I'm not. I mean, at one point Christ did. It's like.
I don't believe anything is right or wrong.
I think. I mean, I would have to say child molestation is wrong, man.
Nah, yeah, that's
so it's like
crazy.
hard to argue that more. Because I do think we have intrinsic morals.
Yeah.
I feel like we can both look at the same thing and agree that it's right or wrong.
Okay, well now if
There can be gray areas for sure.
If a different species, different animal species was to do it, do they have the same consequences?
Are you asking me, or you have a follow up to that?
No, I'm asking.
So, can you give me another species? Can you so I can get into that physiology of it?
Okay, we're gonna say they say an animal that they say we're close to a monkey. Say if a monkey was to do something that's bad in our reality.
In our society, or like the monkey society?
In our society.
Okay.
They do something to where it's like
so like
some long jail.
Scratching a baby's face, and they're bleeding and they're bloody and they're
correct.
Disfiguring the baby's face.
Yeah.
What's your question?
Well, would they get the same consequence?
So, if a human were to do that, I would imagine they would get like 5 to 10 years in prison with probation, depending on what the reason was. If it was just absolute lunacy, I don't know if the baby was somehow offending them. It's crazy to fight a baby, but that's the case we came up with here.
Yep.
So, does the monkey get a trial? Because we as humans give humans trial, proven to guilty type thing, but it's like everyone. So was it caught on camera? Was there DNA? Was there other witnesses that saw the monkey do it?
Yeah.
Who is becoming the decider? Me in this case? Like I'm the judge of this monkey's fate? Or is it like what I would think would happen to a monkey that did this at a zoo or something? Or
what would the society of monkey choose for that monkey?
Wait a minute, so not me, not our law system, but what would the society of monkey choose for?
Yeah.
Well, this is what a human would think what a monkey society would do.
Correct.
I would think that the monkey society would evaluate that monkey's hierarchy in its system. So is it like an alpha monkey that it's the biggest and baddest, and because it's bigger and badder, I can't tell it what to do, because if I try to, it's gonna kick my ass, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm just gonna let it do whatever it's want? Or is it a middle of the pack monkey, or is it a bottom monkey where it's like, okay, and I think also it happens to relation, because I feel like mom monkeys care about their kid monkeys.
Correct.
So it's like if a mom was like a higher matriarch, like was kind of in charge of them, and the monkey offender was on the bottom totem pole, did something like that, I feel like they would have some kind of consequences of, okay, we're gonna like kind of like beat him like this, and then he gets kind of beat. I don't think they would kill him. I don't think they would. I think they would just like beat him, and he'd be disheveled so I think it depends on that monkey's strength and ability. Strong on top monkey would have no consequences to really speak of. And it might even start a trend of, now we're gonna go, because he's doing it, I'm gonna go slap babies. And then I think if it's a weak monkey, physically and socially, I think it would get beaten by the moms. That's my guess.
I agree. I do agree. Okay, I got another one.
Yeah.
So, if let me phrase this in the right way. Okay. So, what is good? What is good and bad?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with that. What is good and bad? Because you can do something bad for a good reason.
I think good is in communion with God, and I think bad is in separation from God.
Separation from God.
Yes.
but God created good and bad.
I think God created people with free will, and within free will you can choose good or bad. And
Yeah.
within good is choosing to live in accordance with God, and choosing bad is to live outside of the accordance with God.
Okay. Okay. That's a good way to put it. But
Yes.
God is all knowing, correct? And He would know that we would do bad things, right? He would know if we was to do a good thing in the lifespan that we live.
So for me, I do not know the answer to this, and it kind of like flows with is it this or this is not when it comes to life is chaotic where a decision changes the course of things versus predetermination where it was always going to happen that way because of everything that's been built up, because everything you've been taught, everything that's ever happened in your life, every molecule that exists is like, you know about physics?
Yeah.
Like action reaction type thing,
Mhm.
where it's like on a grand scale, no matter what you do, the inevitability of that action was going to occur regardless of choice. So I don't know if like there's that, because how does predestination intermingle with free will? But at the same time, there's God's plan. So it's like, I don't know. One time as a kid, I was told when it comes to like the free will decision,
Yeah.
God gives you the choice between eating a chocolate bar and a pile of hay, like a pile of grass, let's say. And he's like, it's your choice, but he knows you're gonna pick the chocolate bar. So does that mean you had a choice to begin with? In a way, yes. In a way, no. I'm not smart enough to really grapple that with the right answer of like,
Yeah.
God told me this is what it is, and it's boom, I have it for you here.
Mm.
It's like, I mean,
But it's balanced, right? Everything had to be balanced. So it
for like
necessarily.
reality itself to sustain, possibly, yes.
So
Like,
if balance is a good thing, right?
what's a good thing?
Balance. That
I don't
everything
know.
to be even, equal, at a flat surface, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, so
Because I don't know what that, like, I can't say yes or no to that.
yeah,
If you're telling me balance is good, I guess I'm asking you to define what balance is.
good and evil.
I think when you kind of define what good and evil is,
Yeah.
you inevitably create contrast of like, if everything was the same, there would be no good or evil, because
Yeah.
if everything's good, then it's like the one slightest bad thing becomes the most evilest thing in the universe because everything else is good.
Yeah.
So it's like, with what that definition becomes is that there regardless is a balance on some level of contrast.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is light and dark, and it's like you can't have one without the other.
Right.
So,
Which mean
yes.
in the beginning, everybody was doing everything for free, and because
Are you saying humans were doing this, or like, are you saying like entities of soul?
okay,
Like angels?
you believe in angels?
In the Bible, it
Yeah.
talks about how an angel visited Mary.
Yeah.
What is my understanding of that?
Mhm.
In my mind, when I close my eyes, because of the paintings, I picture someone in a white gown with maybe a sword, but with white wings. But that's like growing up,
Yeah.
seeing these paintings and seeing movies and understandings of it. But it's like, I wasn't there.
Mhm.
All I have are writings from people that wrote in Greek that was translated to English that I am to read, interpret, and believe on. I do believe like there is so much. I believe in the life, death, and resurrection of Christ, right?
Yeah.
And it's like he preached lots of things, and it's like in those teachings are some of the most profound sources of knowledge that I feel like I've come across in my entire life. That it's like I've read the Quran, I've gone to school, I've seen a lot of things where it's like, to me, nothing has surpassed that level of like contrast of intuition of just like the creator of the universe became man and washed someone else's feet. Like he became a servant for others. And so when you talk about doing things for free, and it's like, well, what am I to do to become destitute? And I don't think God has ever wanted us to become destitute, but God wants us to be in a mindset that's like, I'm not better than you, you're not better than me.
Yeah.
So it's like, I worry for the people that don't have love in their life.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to give when you don't love yourself. It's hard to, so it's like, it's easy to love when you're being loved.
Right.
A person that has never got love from the start, it's very, I would imagine, very hard to.
Yeah. That part I do agree. I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Tell me what you got to say.
I really don't believe in the Bible.
Okay.
I'll
listen to your evidence of contrast.
For a specific reason, if the Bible was real, that means we all incest babies, and I don't believe that.
Got you. So you're talking about the Old Testament, right? That's like Genesis, where there's Adam and Eve, and then it goes down to Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
Okay.
It started off with two people. God created one person, which was man, right? And
I will tell you that there can be thought processes for that, and it's like I'm gonna keep listening to you. If you have, I'm sorry, I'll keep listening.
Okay. It was men first, then God created women out of men rib. But God created man out of dirt first. That whole process doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
That process right there. But then again, this is God we're talking about, right? So, second thing, if there's only two people here, God created one piece of land, right? For Adam and Eve, that was the Garden of Eden, correct? And they had kids. Where did this other people come from? If God only created that Garden of Eden, right? Which means every child that Adam and Eve had, they had child within child, children within children, right? They had to have incest for the population to thrive, correct? If it was only two people.
Yes. I don't consider myself qualified to give you the truth of it, but I do consider myself qualified in a lot of the research that I've done to answer that with you're right and you're wrong.
Okay.
So let's say you're right, and it's okay, well, I don't know, or you're right and it doesn't make any of the sense of how did two people become this 8 billion that we're at right now, right? Well then, okay, let's backtrack. And I right now, I believe in evolution. From there was proto-life, monkeys evolved, survival of the fittest, and then we got human intelligence through the apes, right? So I do believe in evolution, right? But if you keep backtracking it, then you get down to let's say pre-mammals, before the extinction, stuff like that.
Correct.
And then there's the extinction before monkeys or whatever, and you keep going down, and you've got invertebrates and certain plant life and mammal life. You keep going up the tree, right?
Yeah.
And then eventually you get to single cell organisms, and
Correct.
it's prior to that, we're just a molten ball of lava and stardust. So it's at some point you're gonna have to say life came from something.
Correct.
That evolved into this
That
cornucopia.
would mean technically the Big Bang Theory is true.
And you can go off of that too, right? And that's just God's start for the physical world that we know. Because this is this. I'm not saying this is hey, right? I'm saying to my belief, God is eternal, right?
Correct.
So, the Big Bang can be seen as the scientific explanation for the start of the universe, the physical reality of it.
Yeah.
I'm a simple human, little monkey brain human. Can't really tell you how we got from that point to playing video games, playing Fortnite, right? But there had to be a series of events. Yeah. I'm of the belief that there was nothing, and then God said, "No, there is," because God is everything.
So that was me.
And I was gonna say, so that's the you're right part.
Yeah.
And then the you're wrong part would be that, oh, that's exactly what happened. It literally happened, and then the story is word for word. And it's I believe in evolution, so that would not really necessarily follow the story's literal. It would be more, what lesson can we learn from that one? But for me, there is a belief thing.
So it's technically the future a little bit.
I don't know, but you can't. I don't think you can tell someone to believe this. You can give them evidence, and for me, I believe in the life of Jesus. I believe there was enough documented evidence that this man walked the earth, performed miracles, died and rose from the dead, enough witnesses to that claim, and that the wisdom that he gave is so profound to me. That's an internal belief, individual to me. I don't have that same connection with a lot of in the Old Testament, but I believe in Jesus, and Jesus was a Jew that had faith in the Old Testament and talked about Moses and talked about previous people of the Old Testament. So there is, to my knowledge, validity to the Old Testament because it's verified, or not verified, but like referred to by my God, Jesus, and Christ. And
Question.
so I feel like, yeah, my answer to this is you're right and you're wrong. Both ways, you have to accept that life came from, at one point there was, and then now it was. You know? So it's like,
what was Jesus teaching?
Jesus' teaching was to, good question. What was Jesus teaching? To answer that, I would read the Gospels. I would read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John and find out for yourself.
Was he teaching that everybody's like him?
What do you mean?
That everything he can do, everybody else can do?
I don't think he said that, no.
Well, this is a theory.
You from believing what you want to believe.
This is a theory.
Yes. I get myself with lots of theories too.
Okay. I believe that if there was a man named Jesus, which it could have been, for sure, it could have been a man named Jesus walking this earth, telling everybody that he's God's son. God delivered him down to earth or up to earth, regardless. If that's so, then he had to be telling everyone what God's like, right? He had to be telling everyone, because we God's children, correct? Is we God's children?
I'm listening to you.
Okay. I believe that Jesus came down here and was telling everyone that we are God and God is us, which is telling us that everything God can do, we can do, which comes from the destruction and creativity. When it get to the part of the color areas, that don't matter. I believe for a fact that his purpose was not come down here to tell us like, God gave him up to die for our sins. Sin is normal. I believe sin is just like good.
I think sin is separation from God.
God created sin. God created good and evil. So
that's like saying
it's weird to us because
but when to say that
we're not.
I don't think I agree with the notion that God created sin because that's like saying light created darkness. Like the absence of light is darkness.
Yeah, but God created the devil, and evil is the devil. We wouldn't know about evil and we didn't know about evil or good until
Jesus refers to Satan, so it's like there is a reference to my God referring to Satan, and it's like, what is the history of Satan? And it's like a fallen angel, right?
Yeah.
I'm in church. I'm like so cold and chilly, and I think I have to pee. Can I take a break to like use the bathroom, maybe get a hood and come back?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll come back.
Back. We got some people in here the whole time. I want to see who's in this. Yo, what's good, y'all? Y'all been in here watching this whole time. I really fuck with that. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the likes, the follows, and everything, man. We've been having a good ass conversation for like what, an hour now. Hearing his thoughts about what's going on with the world, how his beliefs and stuff like that. I love it. Just hearing people thought process about different stuff is cool to me, because me hearing it and like comparing it to mine is allowing me to think on a greater level and be open to other people's opinions or facts, regardless of what it is. It allowed me to think better and like how can I say it? It allowed me to come up with a better look on my opinion or my facts that I believe is facts. So which is highly good for me. So I always ask people questions like about the universe, planets and stuff like that because it is a wonder to me. Even when you talk about poverty and human problems, that right there, I feel like don't be talked enough. Even though some people do talk about it, I do think it needs to be talked about more than the stuff that's been going on right now. Because I would hate for it to actually be a color war or any type of wars in general. Because us being a human, we gonna have to stick together. Regardless, what like think about it. Everybody dies. Feel me? Sooner or later, and that right there should scare everybody to want to work together. So if people would be open to listen to other people's opinions or thoughts about anything, then for sure do it, and it's going to help you think better and come up with better solutions, or even you feel me, it'll help you solve problems better. So if someone tells you that, oh, you wrong for thinking that, bro, fuck them. You feel me? But what what were we talking about? Talking about the Jesus part. Um, Good and evil that God created. The devil,
I
God
don't think
created.
God created evil. I
You don't
differ in
think?
that belief.
Okay, and why is that?
I think there is an intrinsic moral
hmm
uh, right and wrong.
That would mean God did not create everything, then,
Not to-
because evil is part of everything.
What is a free will?
Free will.
What is a free will?
To be able to do whatever you want, no matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Say whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
Is true love possible without free love? Or I'm sorry, is true love possible without free will?
Is true love possible without free will? Yeah. I feel like true love is possible without free will.
Okay. Let me hear it. How?
Shad, which sound evil, no lie. It sound evil, or you think about it in a bad way, but how can I say this without sounding weird?
I think you should start weird, and then I'll just go from there.
Okay, if someone don't love you, you force them to love you, that's still a sort like that's still true love. Someone could be truly in love with someone, and the other person not, but they force their love on them. But that's like it's still that's the free will part. You have
All right.
you
Let me
have.
dumb it down. Or not dumb it down. Make it even simpler for you.
mm,
Do you desire love in your life?
Do I desire love? I don't say like desire it.
Okay.
I feel like it is needed though.
If you can choose between forcing someone to love you and them choosing to love you, which is more desirable or preferable?
Forcing or just to be loved. I don't want to force you to love me.
Why? Now that is what I talk about
Too
when
much
it comes
work.
to.
Too much work.
All right, all right. You got your reasons, and I think that is where my answer lies in terms of
Yeah.
why we were given a free will,
hmm
and so when it comes to, I think it's naive to say everything good is God and everything bad is not God.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's like, well, when we think about the idea of like good and bad, where does that come from? And I think it
Yeah.
comes from, oh, I'm doing the right thing, oh, I'm doing the wrong thing.
But why would God test us like that?
I don't think it's a test. I think it's an opportunity.
You think
I don't
it's
think
not?
any of this is tested. And people believe that. Some people truly believe that like this is like an exam and
Yeah.
it's up for you to pass or fail. And I think that God gave up his only son as a sacrificial lamb for our sins.
Yeah.
And so we choose, it is a choice that we get to make in choosing to accept that gift or deny it. And the gift is eternal salvation with God, and separation is the alternative. And it's like, that's where it's like a complicated one, where it's like, you can say it as bad, like the bad example would be like, well, Hitler could be in heaven if he chooses to repent for his sins and accept Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Would be along that belief system, could be that logic, and that it's like I couldn't stray away from that, because by my argument that would mean that.
Yeah.
But I would think that he's committed so many crimes that he would not want to
Be in
be
heaven.
watched to it. I don't think he wants to be. So it's like
so-
when I talk about what is and isn't heaven, I think heaven is that, and I think not being in heaven is a choice to be like, okay, I don't
So you
want it.
believe in heaven and hell?
So I don't think it's like a town you can go visit and
Right.
you can take a bus to, and you can, oh, did you save up enough coins to get to this
Yeah.
spot or not? I think that heaven is a reconnection with God.
Yeah.
Like when you talked about like we were all God, and it's like I think heaven is getting back with that.
Yeah.
But it's like, then why weren't we not with that? And it's like, why do we have all this opportunity? And then my only way I can wrap my brain around it is the idea of I don't know why, I do know what is. And it's like I have a dream for myself to have kids and to live out a certain dream that I want to. For me, my dream is I want to go to Disney World with my wife and kids and take a picture in front of the castle. And I've been telling this to a lot of people, but it's like I can think about the whys because of the experience I have in this and this. And it's like I can do a lot of things with my life. Why specifically this thing is consistently the same dream that I have? And it's like it is, man. That my answer is because it is.
Is that like the heaven part?
Ooh. Good question. Is that part of that? In a way, maybe.
Yeah.
In a way, fulfilling that dream is a part of heaven. It's like when my story ends.
Yeah.
Does that end? And then my kids continue on, and their story is the next continuation of life, and whatever future generation ends up seeing the second coming of Christ. I don't have this like perfect answer, I guess.
So do you think it's like a judgment day, or everyone get judged on like the way they live their life?
Good question. I think there is individual and grand scheme. Yes.
Okay.
Judged because Jesus did say he was separating like the good fish from the bad fish, and it's like.
Oh, I just
always
exile
think-
them.
Huh?
I just completely forget about them, and they don't know nothing. Like we said, it's you can't really say. Well, I feel like you can't really say something is good or evil. Like, cause like it gets to the balance part. Like everything is balanced, and at the same time, it's not.
And then I think about like that universe God part, and it's like what part of the story of life did you play? And it's not like you did it right, you did it wrong. It's like you were playing the part that was.
Yeah.
That there was no other way around it. That was the absolute is of the being.
Yeah.
And that's where I can see the theory of like we are all part of God. Like I absolutely can get with that, and it's like.
But
how the fuck does free will mend into that?
Yeah, what that's the question. What disconnected us, and when did disconnect us? Like when we did disconnect from God.
The story is we disconnected when.
Why
Eve
did
ate the
God
apple.
choose like knowing He knows everything, saying He knows it? We'll say He know everything, right? Because this is our Creator, and look at the way He created, right? Just look what He created. We started like linked with God. We disconnected. Why was the first thing He thought about? All right, the people that disconnected and do this automatically go to hell. And being disconnected from God make you do evil because you disconnected from Him.
Well, I believe people can be redeemed.
Right? So do that mean they come back here? They get reincarnated
What is that
back
life
here?
after that? And it's like you get one shot at that type thing. And it's like if you lived your entire life choosing not to. And you could argue, this is like a theory.
Mm-hmm.
You could argue every single possible soul, in the end, chooses to reconnect with God.
Yeah.
And there is not a single soul that chooses not, because the alternative is nothing. And it's like you don't have a choice, and then it's like if you don't have a choice, then why did you offer the free will to love or not love? And it's like so
Right.
it's like the only thing I can really hold on to in this world then is that connection of love. And it's like, well, why do I care? Well, it's I care because I don't want you to get hurt. Well, it's like, why don't I want you to get hurt? What does it like? And then it's like, well, why? It's like at the end of the whys, there is that mystery of the unknowable, because you could constantly keep asking yourself to the like, well, you don't want to do this. You don't want to hurt your girlfriend because you care about her. And it's like, well, if she disappeared and you know, for 10 years you had nobody, and then your new girlfriend came and you care about her, and it's like, well, why the fuck is this your dream? And it's like, it is. Like, there is no other answer besides it is at this point.
Yeah. I honestly think, bro.
Okay.
I think we all is God, bro. And
Okay.
we just God in different bodies. Different bodies have a different experience. For all them experience to come to one mass experience. So like
somebody had to build your shoes.
Yeah.
And that was part of their story, was building that shoe.
Yeah.
So that at some point you can wear it, so that you can go to a place without your foot stepping on a rock.
Yeah.
And stopping you from getting to the next place you need to go to. It's like interconnected web of humanity.
Well, I don't think it's a heaven or a hell.
Okay.
I think God got bored, created something, and jumped in his creation.
Whoa.
And like,
You think that Jesus Christ is the jumping into the creation?
which this is the same, right? God came down in human form.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think that's what's really going on.
Because of the boredom was the cause, was the reason? I
Um,
mean, I'm not denying that they're right or wrong. I don't know, but like,
I mean, it gotta be, cause like as a creator, you create some, and your best creation comes when you're bored.
because I wonder, like, the reasoning for God wanting to create us, it was the same reason I want to have kids. Because, like, I know all these people around me have this and it, or going towards that. And some people just, it happens to them and they're on accident. Some people will try for years and they go through expensive surgeries and whatnot to be able to do that opportunity. And it's like, I can have all these ideas of what it will be like, but then the reality of what it actually will be,
Yeah.
it's completely different. And did God know what would happen when he had a son and it was sent to earth and lived a life and became man? Like,
Yeah.
or did he
What
actually
do you mean?
do that
We
not knowing
killed
the
God.
outcome?
That would be crazy though. Like,
Yes.
all right, which
Yes.
honestly, that the story of Jesus itself is
To be able to relate to him, he had to be human.
yeah.
Like,
I give it. I ain't gonna lie. I give it 50-50. Because
Okay.
just as much as it's possible, it's not possible.
you're not crazy for having doubt when it comes to, hey, I'm going to tell you this impossible thing happened and you're going to believe it and I'm not going to
Yeah.
show you it. Like, you are justified and right for skepticizing that, absolutely. And like,
I would believe we all. If we killed God,
mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. I believe we all would go to hell. If
And then if you're
we-
telling me
we
that
kill
like,
God.
we are God, and then it's like, well, would you send yourself to hell? But then it's like,
Yeah.
well, God sent himself to be put up on a cross and
Yeah.
murdered. And it's like,
that's like the experience part, right?
It's a story. It's a story that has been a part of my life that I
Yeah.
can't separate my life from, is what I'm trying to say as well.
Yeah.
Is that some may and some may have not been raised that way. But it's part of who I am at this point.
Mm.
And I don't get the choice to go be 13 again and make different choices, or be 16 again. And it's like every moment is a new time marching forward. Now I'm 25.
So the moment you die,
Okay.
I'm not saying I want to see you die, or
Fair enough.
God forbid. But the moment like you die, right?
Okay.
What do you think happens after that? Do you like experience darkness for a minute and then see light again, or you come here, or whatever? Like, what do you think happens that second
Mm-hmm.
you pass away?
Some people, hearts have stopped, and EMTs have brought them back to life, and they see a bright light. Some people say nothing happens. Some people say their memories flash before them. So I haven't experienced something like that. So all I could have is theories and guesses compared to people that, I guess, in the technical term of death, have experienced heart stopping and then heart restarting. And their stories have been what I explained to you. There is the nothing, there is the white light, there is the my memories flash before me, there is I met God, there is I was just floating in the cloud. Like, there is a multitude of different experiences from that.
Yeah.
And I haven't interviewed these people, and they are not the people that are going to give you. They're going to give you their story, and it's your choice. Like even if they told you, when I died, I saw nothing. Even if they told you, when I died, I met God. When I died, I saw white light. On some conception of that, you have to either believe their word or not believe their word.
Yeah. What do you think God see?
When we die, I was told that at the creation of the universe, let's call it the Big Bang.
Yeah.
God already knew me. Like, he already knew that, let's just say the Big Bang was, 14 billion years ago?
Yeah.
14 billion years, 2025, or 2000, I was born in 2000. 2000, I would be born. And he knew what my life was. Like
say in the
from
beginning?
From the beginning, I was already known. From the beginning, I was already known to exist in time. So it's like, but what do I think God thinks when I die? It's like, I'm a human trying to conceptualize the thoughts of an eternal being when I've only lived 25 years, right?
Yeah.
It's like, can I ask what you think?
What do I think God see?
When I die, yes.
Honestly, I think we experienced something else like this. I don't think it's stopped here. I think we see something similar to this, but it might not be the same thing. Which led me to, like, all right, if I can see what God see, not saying I want to be God, not saying I'm not God.
If you are, do you even get to choose to be? Yes or no?
Say it again.
Let's say you are.
Yeah.
Do you get to choose to be or not? Or you can't choose it. If you are, you are, and you cannot stop being it.
Choose to be God.
I'm saying that the theory follows that we are all God, then you are God. And then do you get to choose to opt out of that? Or because you are, you cannot not be? You have to be. Are you that powerful that you can choose not to be?
Like they say, like you got the king have a son, he become prince, then he become a king sooner or later, right?
What?
I said that you have a king,
okay,
and the king have a son, he becomes a prince, and sooner or later he becomes a king, unless he die or some shit.
Okay.
I feel like it's the same thing. I think God chooses someone to take over his position, which make me think like
on Earth or in like.
I mean, it have to be because that's why we're here, right?
There's a Japanese fisherman on a boat right now that you don't know his name. That's lived an entire life that you've never been aware of.
Right.
Are you telling me like there is? I think there is. Like, I would imagine that God knows his life in a way that I don't.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I imagine that the things I've done in my life have somehow in some way interconnected, have affected his life. If my life was deleted from existence, I would think in some metaphysical way that Japanese fisherman's life who's never met me, his life would be different. I'm not talking about he'd have a black wife versus a white wife. I'm talking about like, maybe his Amazon shipment would have come down on time because I wouldn't have done this or that. Like,
right.
Like my existence was required for some components of something in some way, and to the physical reality of the world it is.
Yeah.
And I was inevitable.
Like,
so does that make me a part of God?
Everybody got a part to everybody's life.
Maybe.
I do believe God chooses another guy.
But okay, But I want to ask, if that's the belief, where would that come from? Like, what is your evidence or what is your logic that gets you there?
We do it on Earth. We do it here.
Okay.
We make money, save that money, pass it down.
I don't think God has that limitation though.
We become kings, and our sons become kings sooner or later.
I do believe that God can choose to limit himself though. Because when he became man, he could die.
Correct.
And when he gives us free will, he limits his ability to control us to love him. God is powerful enough to limit himself. That's
correct.
And I have to believe that. I have to. For if I'm gonna believe what I'm telling you that I'm believing, I would have to believe that.
Right? Which makes sense. That makes sense.
So with what you were saying then too, can make sense. I'm not saying I believe that, I'm saying it can make sense then. Yeah. Because I am of a belief system that God can limit himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't think like we are these physical bodies. I know for a fact we're not.
Whoa. Can I ask?
I mean, we in these physical bodies, yeah. We control them spiritually, because we like a parasite.
But you said you know. Can I ask how you?
I go to sleep and have a dream. That's it right there.
Wait. Explain. Give me the. Wait. What? Okay. So I've had dreams, but what is that? What are you talking about? What is going on?
I leave my body. I go to sleep. I don't never not leave.
What?
What you mean? I know I'm not this physical body because I sleep and I experience being a different human. You go to sleep and whatever that's beyond your eyes, that's in your eyes, leaves for your physical body to rest so you can jump back in it. Right? Do you go to sleep and have dreams? That it's like a job. Technically, you come here, work, you sleep for your break, come back.
Are both reality? Is this reality? Is that reality? And one is the other? Or it's like it doesn't really matter which is reality? Because what difference does it make?
That's what I'm saying. Like we all God, because we like the sleep part is like you experience something different, right? And
okay,
who like how is that possible? How is that possible?
Here's what I'm following you with. Here's where I'm following you. Like you're awake and you're asleep. Like, well, which is life and which is not? Where it's like, well, you're alive and you're dead. Well, which is life and which is not life? Because you have an afterlife and you have like if you have a spiritual like okay, where it's like, who's to say what is? When it's like, well, when I go to sleep, XYZ happens, and it's like, well, when I die, XYZ happens. Where it's like, fuck, man.
Because you're God planning His creation.
And I can't say you're wrong because God begot a son and lived it. And it's like
death is normal. But regardless of what people say it is, death is normal. And
I do think there was a change.
Sleep and death are technically the same thing, and honestly, they like cousins. Because you sleep, you're not in your body. You die, you're not in your body.
I agree with that when you die, you're not in your body anymore. And it's like, what do you become? I don't know, but like, you're definitely not. Like, if when I die, I don't think I'm gonna die at this age. I think I'm gonna die an old man, right? This is the hope and everything, right?
Right.
And it's like, I wouldn't want to be, let's say I couldn't do the things I can do now. And it's like, I wouldn't want my eternity to be in a limited body. So it's like, well then Jake, like, if you die an old man, you can barely walk, let's say, right? And you're like on your deathbed, very frail type stuff, and you don't want that to be your eternity. So it's like, well, who's to decide what version of your entire life gets to be your eternity life? And it's like, none of it. It must be none of it, and it can only be your soul.
Yeah.
And that is very, very scary because I've existed from my conception being in a body, and it's like, what is a conception of very, very scary thought of like, what's your conception without that? And then you're telling me an experience that can be, well, Jake, when you dream, you're not in your body. And I agree with you. And that is, whoa, for me. Right now,
Yeah.
like, I agree with you there, where it's like, how can I relate that experience of death is like, well, when you dream, you're not in your body. You're, dude, I need some water. That's, whoa.
I feel that, bro. Yeah, it's bro. It's weird because you gotta think about it, bro. God is the creator of everything, so everything we experience, God created.
Agreed.
In order for we to experience what God created, right? Because it's multiple humans, right, and it's multiple souls, which means it's a collective of souls.
We are collective of souls. You're not, like, you can't be wrong there.
Right? But them souls been created by something, which means them souls is not forever, correct? Wait, if God created these souls,
well, I think if they choose to be with God, they can be forever, and if they choose to be separate from God, I can't even explain what that life would be like because my life is so attached to it. So it's like, I don't have a recognition of what a life without that would be at this point in terms of my conception of what reality is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, like people say sleep is just your brain just playing back memories in different ways, but I don't believe that, bro. Cause you look at the way the body is, bro. The body don't survive without the brain at all, correct? Your body can't survive without the brain, and your brain is what produces you to see everything. What the back of your brain do? This part right here help you see the light that's producing from whatever you're seeing it from. Once you lose that, you see something else. So when you go blind, you see nothing. It's like putting one hand over the other, like this. You're doing that, you see nothing. But when you do this, you see darkness, right? So when you go to sleep, you close both eyes, right? You go to sleep, you close both eyes. You're able to see something completely different from what you see and hear, right? You actually see a whole different reality, right? So which means you don't die. You technically don't die. Your physical body dies.
When you're a crazy one, brother? Why? A big time I stopped doing weed gummies?
Yeah.
One of the worst trips I had.
What's that?
It wasn't a crazy amount.
Yeah.
It was a normal amount I've taken many, many times before. It was 20 milligrams. And I've taken that plenty of times and I've had good times, chill times, sleep times, whatever times.
Yeah.
But this particular time, I think it was in March. Could have been in April. Maybe April, but could have been March, April, right? I take the gummy and must have been, I think I wanted to I think my cat started speaking to me and was asking me if I was ready and wanted to go. And it's like, if you wanted to go, you can go grab the gun where you know the gun is, you can load it and you can shoot and you can kill yourself. And it's like, well, if you're not, then don't. And I got very afraid that it's like, well, why am I thinking these things? I shouldn't be thinking these things. And I'm afraid that I am. And so it's like, I grabbed all the weed in the house, I threw them in the garbage, and I put them in the garbage bag and I threw it outside in the trash can, and I texted my family and I'm like, hey, this is what I'm experiencing. I guess I didn't give them full details, but I'm like, I've thrown it all out and I'll Zelle whatever to accommodate for what I've taken and thrown out type stuff, and I apologize and owned up to it. And I've taken a couple of stuff since then, I guess 10 milligrams or whatever, and it's like, but I kind of hid that away, that even memory of that occurring, that it's like, my cat talked to me and asked me hey man, are you ready to go? And I cried.
Yeah.
Cried because why am I thinking this?
I don't think you was hearing stuff either. I do believe your cat was talking to you. Cat's talking now. We have birds that speak English, so I wouldn't be surprised if a cat was to speak to you, because I've seen it before.
Seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it before. Cats, animals understand what we say.
Well, they do. You say, come here, they'll come here.
Yeah, they understand what we say. So which mean they can process speaking. They can process speaking. With the killing yourself part, um, I believe death is so natural. I believe they made us fear death because what comes after it. Um, it got to be another life or something. It got to be something greater than this where they made us fear it so much. And
I don't know if it's a they. I mean, it's a me. I fear
yeah, like I used to fear dying,
it. I used to fear dying, and I mean, there's a constant fear of it. Yeah.
but I'm gonna give you one of my experience with taking like a good amount of gummies.
Mm-hmm.
When I one day I took gummy super sober, haven't smoked in like some years, super sober. Took gummy, I took one. This gummy was highly strong,
Super strong.
right?
Super strong.
I'm thinking I'm finna ride this wave. Feel me? No, I put headphones in. I'm chilling. When it hit, I seen straight colors, like in a lava wave.
Mm-hmm.
There was multiple colors, right? But at the same time, there was shapes, and they was like morphing and unmorphing together. Like the shapes coming together and then going apart, but they transform into different colors and different shapes at the same time. And I have my eyes wide open,
They're open.
wide open. I wasn't seeing this anymore. What I'm seeing right now, I can see the wall and stuff like that, but my eyes open.
What else do you see when you look over there?
The water fountain.
What else?
Uh, you feel me? The mailbox, picture, camera. I wasn't seeing none of that. I wasn't seeing nothing but these colors and shapes. And when I seen that, um, and me explaining it, probably can make you feel a picture what I experienced in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But when I tell you, when I experienced that, I knew death wasn't a bad thing.
Mm.
Because if I experience that with my eyes open, imagine what I'm going to experience when they eternally close.
And I had an experience of a dream where I was shot, and the feeling I feared, everything just got warm, and like you see a light, and like everything got bright, and I was just at peace with like the warmth of like, and that's just a dream, but it's like you had this piece of it.
Yeah.
I feel like the fear very much in my current state overwhelms the limited peace experiences because I don't like the pain, and I think there's a requirement of pain to achieve that. I mean, you could take a sleeping pills and just fall asleep and never wake up, right? Oof.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
We're doing
Is he in
good.
an AA meeting?
Yeah.
No, for real, I'm an AA person.
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah. You can join the
No, I'm
conversation
fine.
if you want.
I've been sober 7 years. I felt like you were having a meeting.
No.
Yeah, no, I haven't gone to many meetings lately, but still sober.
What's your biggest motivation for the sobriety? That keeps you strong with it.
Because I never felt better than I feel now.
Wonderful.
Oh yeah, no, like, I'm like another person, you
Mhm.
know?
Is you like more like energetic?
Oh yeah, I don't even know, like, when I see videos of myself then, the drunk me was just, I mean, I functioned, I went to work, but I drank all night, like I would just keep drinking. And
Yeah.
it started just by drinking wine from 2008 until I got sober in 2019, January. So, my first meeting, I went, and no matter what people told me, my mother, my daughter, you know, you're an alcoholic and you're drinking too much wine, you're gonna die, and I didn't care. I didn't care what they said. I'm like, I'm just drinking wine, I don't give. And then I would say, oh, I'm not gonna drink till the weekend, but I couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you can't. I didn't have the shakes or anything, but so no matter what anybody said, it didn't affect me.
Yeah.
one day, and I guess the end of 18, a lot of stress in the family, so I was drinking really a lot. I was getting pains in my stomach, and so January 8th of 2019, I went just to get my hair cut, and I said to my hairdresser, who I knew like family, I said, I think I'm drinking too much wine, Paula. She goes, how much are you drinking? And I told her, she said, you might want to talk to my son, because he went through a program, and he's good, you know. So I got on the phone with him, told me where to go, what AA meeting was closest to me. I felt like a weight lifted off. I swear to God, it was a God moment for sure for me, because what made me say that to her? It had to come from me, and it was like an intervention that day.
Wow.
Because I went to my first meeting and I have not drank since.
I'm happy to hear that.
7 years. It'll be 7 years. It's 6 months, 10 months, 6 years, 10 months. I have the whole thing on here, but yeah.
Going strong.
But I do eat edibles because it's not the same as drinking, you know.
Yeah.
I don't smoke pot, but I'll eat an edible because it calms me down and I feel good.
Yeah.
And it's better than taking a lot of drugs, you know, so.
Way better.
Edibles are good. I
Edibles are
agree.
good. I make my own brownies, so.
What? Can I taste some? Can I taste some, please?
I've been sober 6 years, 10 months, 3 days, or
Oh.
2,499 days.
When's do you know, based on that, what your 7-year anniversary day is gonna be then?
January 8th.
January 8th, yeah.
Yeah, that's when I quit drinking, January 8th, 2019.
Can I pay you for some brownies?
No, get out of here, I'm not giving you brownies.
Yeah, I'm
You know how
over
many
the
people
age.
ask me, at work, I'm like, they go, where's the brownies? I go, they're in the oven, you can't have it.
Secret
So-
recipe.
So I pretty much, I don't have any on me, but I would, pretty much I take one, I freeze them, I make them and then I freeze them in like 1-inch pieces, and then I take one about 3:30, start work at 4, it kicks in around 4:35, I feel great, I'm with customer service, I'm running around, I'm great. And then I have a break 7:38, I eat a little something, I take another piece, and I'm good now still.
Yeah.
It
We
kicked in
worked at
about
the same
10,
Jaws,
10:30.
right?
What?
I said we worked at the same Jaws, right?
I don't know,
The one that's that way, right?
River Forest,
Yeah.
you work there?
Yeah.
I shop there.
Then I probably have seen you guys, right?
Yeah, I'm like,
Well, I know,
you're
'cause you work
familiar.
there. I
I'll
didn't know it's a
self-checkout at night, 4
Yeah.
to midnight.
I was
probably been. Yeah.
I was in the
Did
basement.
you guys have
at
like
the
a
basement
Pokemon?
part.
Like
Yes, we got that dumb machine.
that
in
Pokemon
there.
machine? I've seen that one there.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous, and it's always sold out because the machine only dispenses a certain amount. Doesn't mean they're out. So like, they'll have like 4 boxes at 161 a box. Somebody will buy all 4 and then it sells out.
And then it's out.
And the guy behind him is dying for the same box. And then they go outside and he says, you wanna buy a box from me?
Oh my, yeah, he
And then
scalps
do
them
that
right
shit.
outside.
Seller.
Outside.
Right outside.
Right outside, he's selling, for the same price he paid. He's not
Yeah.
making money, but he sells it to somebody because he feels bad that he got the last box. Because in those boxes, usually, there's at least one card that's worth $1,500. So,
$1,500
for one card.
one card.
That's why,
That would
that's
have
why
to be
they're
somewhere
never,
on.
as soon as they are available, they're gone. Because people are winning money.
There's only one card that's 1,500 right now.
1,500 is crazy.
But you pay
Not every
one,
card's
but you're gonna pay
guaranteed.
$161.
It's a
And
lottery.
you may not get a card at all.
Right, she's right. It's a lottery. You're not guaranteed.
You're
to get
not,
it.
it's not like,
There
right,
can
it's
be
like,
a card that's 1,500. If
Yeah.
you're lucky.
What make it 1,500 though?
Demand for it. Like
Yeah.
the popularity of Pokemon, and I've got some cool cards, but I don't have that card.
I think he works at Jewel too, right? I don't know. It could be.
1,500.
We're all coming home at this time, right?
This is the Jewel off shift.
Let me see. Are you coming from Jewel? You come from Jewel, Oscar?
Yeah.
Oh my God, another me too.
Really?
Oh, well, yeah, I just got off. Did you walk
I'm
home?
gonna go to the warehouse.
Did you walk home?
Nah, got a car.
Oh, I Ubered.
Right?
Yeah. All right, good night, guys.
Good
We're
night.
going upstairs to chill.
Shit. Shit, man. I guess that's my call for the head in the bid here too. Do you have any last statements as I prepare to walk in that direction and go to dreamland?
No, honestly, bro, it was cool ass conversation for sure, for sure. The part where like the dreaming part, bro, go to sleep, see how it feels to sleep and have a dream, wake up and compare it.
Why do we forget what we dreamed?
I don't forget.
Oh, you don't forget. You write it down.
No, I remember it.
Vividly, as if it was a memory.
Especially like if you're super tired. Like you super tired, you have the craziest dreams. I remember my dreams. It was at one point when I ain't gonna lie, when you smoke, you can't like forget your dreams. Like you can't. But
Forget your life.
if you're sleeping and paying attention to the dreams, yeah, you understand you can control your dreams. When I dream, I can shift it to like not 4D, my bad. First person, second person, and third person. I can change like
Second person.
yeah,
So first person, you're looking through your eyes.
correct.
Third person, you see yourself.
Correct.
What the fuck is second person?
Second, like first person, you see it through your eyes. Second person, you see it through your like you see you, right? And
Oh, you see you're puppeting it. Third person is you're something else. Now I get it.
yeah, so
What the hell? What are you doing in your second person dreams?
I say it again.
What'd you do in your second person dream since you remember it?
I mean, it's not like okay, I don't control who I am, right?
We don't. Or do we?
That part I don't know, but when I do go into these dreams, I be anybody. Like it could be a female. It doesn't matter.
Do you bet one?
Yeah.
Cute or like ugly?
But with the control part,
Extra ugly, I get it. It's okay.
the control part is like you like it's like you living in a second body, bro. It's like you having a full living experience.
Living experience,
Yeah, and like, but you can alter it. You can change the way it the way it end up or goes.
Okay.
You don't like necessarily. It's not like you're watching a movie. It's like you're watching a movie and being in a movie at the same time. And the director. And then when you wake up, you're like, damn, what the fuck? How? Right?
Truth can be found in the accepted parameters. But at the end of the day, you're the one accepting those parameters.
And that's what made me
What's left
think.
behind when the parameters are gone?
That's what made me think it's gonna be like that after we die, and it's gonna keep happening until some ending point, which the part where you can become God because you experienced everything.
That
And
does
that's how-
track.
that's
If
how
you
you
were
get
to relive it
chosen.
until you live in the infinite possibilities, the outcome would be becoming God. Yes.
Mhm.
And it's like your turn to live that life, my turn to live your turn to live my life, my turn to live your life, and every life is lived by everything. That's
Yeah,
insane, but possible.
Right?
Like theoretically, like
Yeah.
it's a yes,
But it's only one life.
but the one life. You know what I'm saying? Like your life, I'm life, it's life.
Yeah.
The infinite, like not even possibility, but like one story told through billions of experiences.
Correct. Blank consciousness.
Yes. Yes, one story, and you just talked about it. When you dream sometimes in first person, second person, third person. That's what that's like. It's like this. So some could call it reincarnation, but it's at the same sense.
It's not. That's not reincarnation.
It's not.
Reincarnation, you die and coming back. You come back as a different human. Right? But in that, you become a different human. You don't die. You become. Like reincarnation, you somebody gets shot, boom. I guess didn't live the life correct, get reincarnated. That's not how it is in the dream world. You go to sleep. You don't choose to go there. You don't choose to come back. You don't choose who you is. Like, I feel like you do get a choice to get reincarnated, but at the same time, I don't believe in reincarnation because, right? Okay? Hold on, I gotta stand up for this, right?
Go for it.
So, I feel like you get a choice to get reincarnation, being reincarnated. At the same time, I don't believe it because I believe everyone is God, and I feel like God just coming back to this world again. Feel me? Because everything is God, everything is connected. It's only one life, right? And that life is everything around us, and that is God. And the experience that me and you have is God itself experience. It's both
God
of us
experiencing
experiences.
God.
Yeah.
Fair.
So when we well, for me,
Logically, that tracks.
I don't know if everybody experienced the same thing that I do when I go to sleep. I don't know. I know it's people out here that don't have a dialogue. Like, don't hear themselves in their head. It's people that can't read in their head. I encountered some people in school that can't hear nothing in their head. And growing up, people do call you crazy for hearing things in your head, but at the same time, I know that's me.
Are we just two crazy people talking to each other now? She didn't think we were crazy.
No, I know I'm not crazy. Like, I know I'm not crazy. But
Could a crazy person know that they're crazy and acknowledge it? And
For
say, yeah, I'm crazy.
for sure.
Yeah.
I am crazy. Because the thoughts I have is crazy.
But you just weren't crazy 2 seconds ago.
I'm not crazy. I'm not. But I am, because the thoughts that I have is crazy to the average human. But it's not crazy because it's real life.
Did we get super fucking high and didn't realize it? Because I didn't take anything.
I am
wasn't
sober.
tripping. I am, to my knowledge as well. I theorized, what if there was a drug so powerful that you forgot, like taking it, you in the act of taking it, you forgot that you take it because that's the power of the drug.
Yeah.
And
It
you were
sounds
never
like
aware you were
psychedelics.
taking it. But it's not even about like you have a memory or evidence. Like if you could film it, it's so fucking powerful that it would erase your entire conception of it in and of itself. Like you can't film yourself because you wouldn't even be able to. Like if you watch the video, a video wouldn't exist if you're not taking because it's that just mind altering.
Like some strong psychedelics. Cause I know that's true. You take something real strong and it make you forget. Like, cause you can drink a lot and wake up the next day and not remember what happened the day before yesterday. So I do believe that. But what I'm saying, bro.
I've yet to really hear people start and say like, "Oh, I got sober, my life got worse."
Yeah.
I've yet to really hear evidence like testimonies of that situation.
No, I haven't heard that either. Cause I've been smoking for, I ain't gonna lie. I started smoking when I was 19. And I took a lot of breaks. And every time I became sober, I had nothing but energy.
Okay.
But at the same time, me being high set me down and caused me to think. Not moving.
I think when I was taking it like every day, I was just living the same day over and over again.
Hell yeah.
And I wasn't going anywhere.
Hell yeah. But that's like
I was just content with what was happening.
Yeah.
And I was not pushing myself. And so when I stopped taking it, I started pushing myself and have been changing my life, really.
I agree with that part.
There's parts of me, it doesn't just go away like boom, okay, now you never want to take it. It's like, oh, I want to watch wrestling again and get high and watch wrestling and just enjoy the match. Fucking.
No, that part I do agree.
It's like there's times that I miss it, and but then I recognize I wouldn't be where I am right now if I hadn't done that stuff. If I hadn't stopped taking it.
I'm a different type of stoner. Like I get high and do a lot of research.
I've been on a very like religion is not it's like it's relationship. Like to me, I don't like the word religion because I feel like there's a lot of control and influence used to that word. Or like religion was used to justify things that weren't in connection with God.
Yeah.
It's like me, I've been on a very interesting relationship building with God in these last 2 months, for sure. I gotta pee, I gotta sleep. This conversation can go on forever here.
No, we had a good conversation.
I agree.
For sure.
I agree.
Regardless if someone in here, I really like that conversation, like a lot. You don't have those type of conversations a lot.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you really don't. So
what could we use to? I mean, do they donate? But then what do we do with that donation though? If you need it, you need it.
If they choose to donate,
Yes.
like actual cash,
What could we allocate it towards?
like put it towards.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, if they was to donate like a good amount of cash, like donate worthy. I'm gonna say, okay, if I'm gonna give
them,
you,
yeah, tell them, yeah.
if someone was to donate at least $1,000,
Oh my God.
at least $1,000, I would say that we should put half to the homeless, like a homeless shelter, and they have to go to the homeless shelter, and the other half for children that don't have parents.
Children that don't have parents. And the homeless shelter.
Yeah.
Amen.
I think that would be one of the best things to actually put money
Thanksgiving's coming up and Christmas is coming up.
Hell yeah. And I would not have the money to give nothing to no one. You know? But
you cannot give water from an empty cup.
I agree.
Well, good night, Q.
Good night, Jay. Appreciate the conversation, bro.
Appreciate it likewise.
Alright. Okay, what time? Damn, it is 1 o'clock. And you're still watching. Hey, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you for watching, bro. Like, bro, you did not have to be here, but you still chose to stay around. Whoever you are, I appreciate you. Am I finna go to sleep? No, I am not going to sleep. I am not gonna lie to you. I am not going to sleep. I'm definitely finna play the game. Keep it real, I'm finna play the game. If you're trying to play with me, man, I'm finna play some Roblox. Keep it real. I just had like one of the deepest conversations in life. Like no lie, I just had one of the deepest conversations. Yeah, and it's kind of crazy that it just happened like that. I'm finna like if it were low, like goddamn, I'm finna play some Roblox. Yeah, man. If y'all trying to play with me, bro, I'm finna drop my name in the chat. I'm finna restart my YouTube live whole time. I've been on here TikTok live and YouTube live for the same amount of time, but in order for me to get to playing with some people, I have to restart my YouTube live again so I can get some people to play. So if you want to play, stick around, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If this lagging like this, I'm finna turn it off. If it's gonna stay lagging like this, I'm finna, yeah, we might as well do that. Okay. So, well, damn. Wait. It's not lagging like that. So we technically good, bro. Appreciate you for watching, bro. Low key. Wait, can I get a game in first before I cut this shit off? Because I might just stay live on YouTube, turn off the live on TikTok. Well, they was like bust. Damn, he opening a lot of shit. Damn, I know you just seen that, bro. That was a lot. Man, I appreciate y'all for all the likes, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm finna end it and start it over. Give me a second. I am dehydrated.